Study at the University of Ljubljana, Faculty of Public Administration. The joint doctoral study program of the third degree, Governance and Economics in the Public Sector, is distinctly interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary. We implement it together with the Faculty of Economics and Business, University of Rijeka, Croatia. It enables a thorough understanding of theoretical concepts in the field of administrative and business science, solving the most demanding research and practical problems, analytical work, synthesis of complex ideas, and the ability to transfer knowledge into practice. The program provides a wide range of specialization opportunities, a wide range of electives, various forms of international exchanges, and the performance of individual obligations at other universities abroad. Upgrade your knowledge. Choose the joint doctoral study program Governance and Economics in the Public Sector at the University of Ljubljana, Faculty of Public Administration. Study at...
Hello everyone. Let's start with our information day of our PhD studies at our faculty. Before I begin to present the PhD studies, I would like to invite our Dean, Professor Mirko Pečarić, to shortly present our faculty, and then I will proceed with presentation of PhD studies. So, the Dean.
Thank you, Maya. Dear candidates for the PhD program, greetings from my side too. Our faculty is closely linked to the concept of administration. That simply means transforming resources into results or getting a system under control. It is therefore about the optimal use of your resources and methods to achieve desired goals. This is the core of what we do in our Faculty of Public Administration. That is, as we see on the presentation, also in reality, the leading education and research institution in the field of public administration, in Slovenia, of course. We enhance multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary knowledge that consists of law, organization, economics, management, informatics, and other disciplines. But our institution was established in 1956 and is a member of University of Ljubljana since 1975. We have around 1,000 students, and of course our students study and make research in the building that is quite new, with modern infrastructure, and of course our specialized library. We are awarded with the prestigious European Association for Public Administration accreditation for the first and the second cycle study program of public administration. We are currently in the process of acquiring the prolongation of this accreditation, and we cooperate with more than 80 international partners that welcomes more than 40 exchange students per year. We are, of course, also experienced in organizing international eco-oriented intensive programs. We have our own scientific journal called Central European Public Administration Review. We also publish books and other study materials. We have also an active consulting and training center for professional training for public administration employees. We are here currently preparing a new training to acquire the skills to take the so-called EPSO exam, which is the condition or obligatory element for working in the EU institutions. We, as a faculty, focus scientific research on public sector economics and finance, business and management studies in the public sector, administrative law, public sector informatization and public sector, etc. As I already said, we are very interdisciplinary oriented. And now I'm giving the floor to my colleague, Professor Klun.
So hello again to everyone. Now I will go through some basics about the program so that you will be more acquainted with it. as you know, this is a joint study program. That means that we provide it together with University of Rijeka, Faculty of Economics and Business. And since in the last 3 years, we enroll also foreign students. The most of the studies is in English language. So don't be afraid that Slovene will prevail during your courses. So don't worry. But of course, those who are from Slovenia, you will be able to discuss with your teachers in Slovene language as well. The lectures are in Ljubljana and in Rijeka as well. So it depends on courses. So the courses that are provided by University of Rijeka are lectured in Rijeka and others are in Ljubljana. Okay, as you can see, we enroll at maximum 20 students, but of course, now it's the last time that you really decide to join the studies, since there are several conditions to enroll to the studies. And at the same way, there is also pre-procedure before enroll to the program. Next slide, please. What are the conditions? So if I can explain the conditions, those who want to enroll to the study programs, they have to finish master degree program. Those who have completed Master of Science, this is known for those who had, when in Slovenian education field, there was special studies in the past. Then we recognize you some ECTs. But all others have to finish second level of study program, that means master study programs. And of course, there is also a special condition on the grades you receive before enrollment. So in the previous studies, all studies, that means all levels, graduate and postgraduate levels. And in Slovenia, this grade average should be at least 7.5, and in Croatia, 3.5. So these are the minimum grades together with your final thesis grades. So we calculate all together. And of course, you have to be fluent in English. So these are the basic conditions. Now, why would you choose this program? Even from our students, it is now very well known that this is very interdisciplinary study. That means that you can choose and be acquainted with several scientific topics, not only administrative science as such, so let's say law or regulation, but also organizational aspects, human resource management, IT skills, management, economics in all possible ways. So whatever is connected with public sector. And that means that usually those who enroll to the program or who want to build a career in a public sector usually enroll in this program. That means that you will gain a lot of not only theoretical knowledge, but also a lot of methodological research and scientific work would be necessary to finish these studies. It's not easy, I must say to you. So don't take it easy, but be aware that if you enroll to the program, next 3 to 4 years, you will have to spend a lot of time studying and researching. So don't, think that it will be easy to go through this next 3 years when you enroll. What is the program structure? Probably you already looked to the web page of the program, but nevertheless, I can explain it here quickly. In the first year, you have 3 courses. Usually that means that you have 2 compulsory courses, and you choose one of the methodological courses. We have 2 possible. One is social statistics, or the second one is optimization modeling in public sector. But of course, you can listen both of them, but you have to pass only one. So it is not, limited. If you choose one of them, that you cannot go to another one as well, but you don't have any obligation in the other course. Then in the second year, we have 2 modules. One is more economic oriented. The second is more how to say, public governance oriented. Inside modules, you have two compulsory courses and two elective. Elective courses can be chosen from whatever. It's a long list, and of course, you can choose courses also outside University of Rijeka or University of Ljubljana courses, or go to summer schools, or go to other universities, and so on, as long as the courses that you want to attend in or other institutions seminar and individual research work. You gain individual research work during each year by building your PhD thesis. That means that after each year, study year, of course, your mentor or supervisor, however you call him or her, will fulfill one questionnaire in which he or she will put if you fulfill every step that you planned in the last year to go to your final thesis. In the first 2 years, of course, you prepared mostly, or you used the most of the time for preparing disposition of your PhD. And after that, then you prepare in the second part of second year and the third year, you prepare only the thesis. And doctoral seminar, in the first 2 years, you have to go to the conferences and present your research, or publish the articles as well. So it's both is possible to gain the ECTS for doctoral seminar, but before you will finish your PhD studies, you have to publish at least one scientific paper at the level of Web of Science, so in the journals that are listed in the Web of Science or in Scopus base. So this is at least one article should be before your defense of the thesis. Elective courses I already mentioned. I will not read them now. You can go through on the web page if you want to find it more concretely. And of course, you have to choose them together with your mentors or supervisors so that they are, how to say, they can give you a better guidance to these elective courses than, how to say, not choose something that you think that it's nice to see or to hear, but it should be something that is much connected to your PhD thesis. Then it's very important, those who are foreigners, so that are not from Slovenia, or you didn't finish your studies in Slovenia, then of course, during the procedure, enrollment procedure, we will need to, how to say, made also the procedure of recognition of foreign education. So you will be asked to provide us with additional documents, and then after presentation of these documents, we will check if this is the level of study that fulfilled the conditions for enrollment in the program. So those who are from outside from Slovenia and want to enroll to the program, please contact our office, administrative office, that they will inform you which documents you have to provide, so that they will check if your previous education is according to the conditions we have for enrollment. Okay, and next, since this is a joint degree, of course, there is obligation to gain ECTS also in Croatia, so at University of Rijeka. In the first year, this is not a problem because one of the compulsory courses is lectured by teachers from Rijeka, and when you pass this exam, you will also gain these 10 ECTS. In the second year, if you choose economic model and also choose 2 elective courses in Rijeka, then you will gain 15 ECTS with no problem. If you choose public governance module, then there is a little bit problem. Then you have to gain these ECTS from Rijeka through individual research work. That means that those who will enroll will see that there is several ways how to do it, or make some presentation of your disposition or research at Rijeka doctoral seminars or at their conferences. So there are several ways how to gain ECTS in Rijeka through the individual research work. And this is especially true for the third year, because in the third year you don't have courses anymore. And in the third year, these 5 ECTS you can gain only through the individual research work or through PhD seminars that are conducted in Rijeka or provided by Rijeka teachers. So that be aware of that. At the same time, we allow students or even support students or promote to students to use Erasmus mobility or other mobilities, as you can see, Basileo, Stepus mobilities, and gain ECTS also in other institutions. We recognize these ECTS as elective courses, and it's divided among University of Ljubljana and University of Rijeka half. That means if you pass some exam in other country, then you will receive 10 ECTS. Of course, the course is 10 ECTS in this institution, and that in that case, 5 ECTS will be recognized as gained ECTS in Slovenia at University of Ljubljana, and 5 ECTS gained in University of Rijeka. So this is also one of the ways how to gain ECTS from Rijeka, despite the fact that you will not finish this course or summer school or whatever in Rijeka. So be aware of those, also of this possibility. It's not complicated at the end, but maybe at the beginning it seems a little bit confusing, but it's not a problem after that. So these are the basic of the program. I know that maybe at this moment, the major question you have is connected to application procedure. So I will give my word to Matea for a few minutes, and then don't forget, after our presentation, you will have enough time to ask us additional questions. And at that time, when you will ask questions, we will also stop recording, so don't worry. Yes, Matea, you can start.
Yes, thank you. All application process will take place via eVaša portal. The application is already open and the deadline for submission is September the 9th. An electronic application with all required documents must be submitted via eVaša portal no later than September 9th. And then accepted candidates will be notified of further procedures by September 16th. Candidates who are applying with foreign qualification must go to the process of recognition of foreign education. You submit all documents also via eVaša portal. When the process is complete, you will receive a decision if you're fulfilling the conditions for enrollment. Enrollment procedure will be completed by the end of September. Required documents which you have to submit via eVaša portal are the diploma of completed first and second cycle of study, transcript of records for both cycle of studies, copy of your ID card or passport, short chronological description of the entire education and evidence on the contents and duration for an education which you prepare yourself, CV, motivational letter, consent of mentor, information on the choice of the methodology course, conceptual design of the doctoral dissertation. What is important is that all documents must be in English, Croatian, or Serbian and must be in Latin. All forms and list of mentors are published on our website. The tuition fee for all 3 years is 11,000 euros. There is a possibility of co-funding if you meet the criteria for selection, which are: candidates are enrolled in the first year of PhD study, have an average grade of completed education of at least 8 out of 10, and haven't yet obtained the level of education matching the level of third cycle PhD studies. The information about co-funding amount will be known after enrollment, most likely in November, and it depends on number of enrolled students at the entire PhD studies at the University of Ljubljana. That's all. And if you need more information, you can contact us via email. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Spela, who is our second year PhD student, to, how to say, share with you her experience with our study. So Spela, please.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Klun. I would say that PhD study is not very easy, but it's not so difficult. You will spend most of the time for learning and to prepare assignments. So in the first year, I think that the most demanding is to prepare disposition. And in the second year, the most demanding is to fulfill all obligations in subject. But all professors are very nice and they will help you about your assignments. So maybe before you start with study, I suggest you that make a plan with goals and when you want to achieve them. And of course, read a lot of research articles and books about your PhD topic. I also can say that PhD study is very important to me for my work and for my career. All informations, all knowledge and experiences which I get during the study, I use it to write research articles and for the lectures with my students, and of course to do my work tasks better. And also I can say that in the last 2 years, I learned a lot about my PhD topic, how to research, how to write research articles, and also about myself. So how to manage my time and of course, how to organize my work. Maybe another good advice is that take your time. So for yourself, take a time for your hobbies, and of course it's very important that you have support from your mentor and from your family or friends. But yeah, when you feel that it's hard sometimes, just don't give up and believe in yourself. That's all for my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Spela. So we finished this official part of presentation, and maybe Spela didn't mention that I met with students at least 2 or 3 times a year and try to solve the problems, how to say, consequently, how they come, they will also go away, so don't worry.